are going to go right into public input. Chris Merle?
Good evening. Excuse me if my teeth chatter. It's freezing in this room. Supervisor Heyman, town board members, residents of Irondequoit. My name is Christine Merle. I reside at 170 Orchard Park Boulevard. I'm a lifelong Irondequoit resident. I plan on continuing to raise my family in the town where I grew up. I'm here tonight to speak to you, I'm sure you know, about the lease at Kings Park and the vote on February 24th. I have not spoken to the board about any issue in about a year and a half, so please don't construe my comments as anything personal or for the sake of being negative just to be negative. Rather, I am here to champion common sense. I'm not here to speak against a new and improved senior center. I agree that Pine Grove is badly in need of renovation, and I don't expect us to throw good money after bad in terms of Band-Aids, but I do believe we've become a disposable society, throwing away many items that could be repaired and retained. And since when have buildings become disposable? My house was built in the 50s, and when it needs repairs, I put the money out and I fix the roof and I fix the heating. I don't just move away when it needs repairs. I have a major problem with spending $1.5 million on a temporary solution to this problem. The generations that are using the senior center, my parents and my grandparents, were either survivors of the Great Depression or children of parents who survived the Great Depression. They know firsthand how important it is to save for a rainy day, never spend more than you earn, and money doesn't grow on trees. It just does not show common sense to spend an average of $20,000 a month on a building that you're not going to own in 5 years. You're not investing or building equity, you're just throwing money at the newest and brightest solution. Please don't tell me it's okay because it won't affect our taxes, because that is false on so many levels. First, our federal and state taxes provide you with grant money. Actually, Supervisor Heyman, that was one of your platforms that you used when you ran against Supervisor Shantz. The grant money does not fall from the air. Secondly, Kings Park is not going to heat and light itself. A larger building will have greater operating costs to the tune of $30,000, and you've already stated, I believe in yesterday's press conference, that we're going to continue to maintain Pine Grove for at least 18 months as well. So 2 buildings cannot be cheaper to maintain than 1. Third, how do you know that the grant money is going to be available next year and the following years? In today's economic decline, it's very feasible that the federal and state governments may have to cut budgets on programs like this. What are we going to do then? You're diverting grant money reserved for home improvements and sewers. What if we have any sewer issues in the next 5 years? Our taxes are going to have to pick up the slack. So we may not see an immediate increase in our taxes, but eventually it may happen over the next 5 years. On average, Pine Grove serves lunch to no more than 50 seniors a day. Even if you triple that number at Kings Park, is it worth the tremendous outlay of resources with no return on our investment in terms of building capital or equity? I'm concerned about the hours of operation. My understanding of the lease agreement with Kings Park is that it will only be available to senior residents during business hours, Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 p.m. with no weekend or evening hours, and no other age groups will be allowed. It will be open for cleaning and repairs for 24 hours, but not for use for the seniors. That's according to the lease agreement that was available. That seems like a lot of restrictions when we're paying such a high price.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, I'm not done.
Your 3 minutes are up, and we're going to have you have a seat, and I would just like to clarify that there is...
very amazing, Ms. Supervisor, that you can speak at press conferences and you cut off the public and said that we would have the time then to speak, and now it's our time and you're not going to let me finish. I have 2 more paragraphs to say.
You've had your 3 minutes to speak.
Can you believe that? Whose town is this?
Well, here we go, and you can finish as long as you like, as long as everyone else gets to speak as long as
You
they
know what?
would
You
like.
didn't give us a chance to have any public input on this entire lease. You pushed it through. We had to force you to go to resolution.
Would you like to read the 2 paragraphs that you have? Or would you, okay, and feel
Just
free.
goes to show you. I have to change it. I'm very proud to live in a town.
Excuse me, let's all calm down, and you can finish.
I'm very proud to live in a town where the residents listened to your resolution and stepped up to force you to give us a voice on February 24th. You've provided only 1 polling place, citing expenses, and yet at your last workshop on February 12th, you planned for mailings to go out supporting your opinion only using our taxpayer dollars. In fact, just this morning, Supervisor Heyman was distributing literature to businesses in town, saying, and the literature claims that Pine Grove is unsafe, which I have a problem with, because then why are seniors still there? Why was my daughter dancing there just last month? I am glad that everyone will have an opportunity to pull the lever either way on February 24th, and I'm grateful to the 40 residents who helped collect the signatures needed to make it happen. I am not against a senior center. I am against throwing a ton of money at a temporary solution during bleak financial times when we are all struggling to survive. I am challenging you to be more creative and come up with a permanent investment for this town rather than an easy yet expensive fix. I would rather see you demolish Pine Grove and rebuild a 2 to 3 story building that we own than give money to a landlord. Owning builds equity. Renting does not. It's Finance 101, which is common sense, or as my parents' generation would say, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Vote no on February 24th. Thank you.
Thank you very much.